Okay, so let's get into it. Today we're doing a deep dive into, well, into the heart of what makes a big live event actually work.
Yeah, we're looking at a specific piece of gear.
Exactly. The Datavideo SE-3200. It's a 12-channel digital video switcher.
And the real question we're asking is, what makes something like this top of the line? It's not just about the specs on a sheet.
Right. What's the actual strategic insight behind a machine like this?
And a big part of that strategy is efficiency. I mean, you look at the price tag, it's about $6,500.
So it's definitely positioned in that professional high-capacity tier.
Absolutely. But the value isn't just the price. The whole idea is that it's built to let fewer people manage more complexity. Efficiency is the new capacity, really.
Okay, so let's talk hardware. What's the raw connectivity we're looking at?
You're looking at 12 inputs total.
12.
Yep. 8 of those are SDI, and you get 4 HDMI, plus 9 assignable outputs to send your program feed, wherever it needs to go.
And the really crucial part, I think, for any live event is that it supports full HD 1080p on every single one of those.
On every port. But the real lifesaver, the thing that every live tech dreams about, is the built-in input scaler.
On each input.
On all 12 inputs. So you can plug in an old camera, a new laptop, a graphics feed, whatever you've got, and it just sorts it out.
So no more of those little external converter boxes.
No more headaches. It just works.
Yeah.
And it's all designed to just mount neatly in a 19-inch rack, whether that's in a studio or an OB van.
So if the setup is that seamless, what does that unlock on the creative side?
Well, for one, it's basically a complete virtual studio in a box. You get 4 channels of switchable chroma key.
4 channels. Wow. But that sounds complicated to manage in the middle of a show. You've got 4 upstream keyers, 2 downstream.
It can be, but here's how they make it simple. Think of the 4 upstream keyers, the USKs, as your main creative canvas.
Okay.
That's for your big virtual sets, your multi-box graphics, the heavy lifting. Then the 2 downstream keyers, the DSKs, they're for everything else. The last-minute stuff.
Like what? Popping on a lower third or sponsor logo?
Exactly. You can bring those on or off air without ever touching your main complex scene. It's a really smart way to delegate the workload.
That is smart delegation. And for just pure visual power, we're talking about running up to 8 active picture-in-picture frames.
8 simultaneously.
Yeah.
Think of a huge esports commentary panel or a massive news wall. 8 live sources, all adjustable. You can even add 3D borders.
But the thing that really stood out to me in the notes was this feature called Flex Source. Is that just, a fancy marketing term, or is it actually doing something unique?
No, it's genuinely a game changer. FlexSource is, well, it's almost like having a second switcher inside the first one.
Like a second ME, basically.
Essentially, yeah. It lets you build a whole separate complex composition, say 4 PIPs with a background and another key layer, and you can save that.
Ah, so you're pre-building an entire complex look.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you can then call that up as a single source. It takes a huge load off the main operator because that complex scene is already built. It's how this 1ME unit can punch way above its weight.
Squeezing the most out of every element.
Okay,
shifting to workflow, what about the included CG software?
the CG200. Yeah, it's great. It's free software that converts any regular laptop's HDMI output into a full-on character generator.
No proprietary hardware needed.
None. Just plug and play. It saves a ton of money and setup time.
And I have to mention the crosspoint assignment, or XPT. That seems like the ultimate panic button for a live director.
It is. Rerouting a source to a different button on the console without having to physically crawl under the desk and swap a cable. I mean, anyone who's done a live show knows that. It's just pure relief.
It's all about control. Plus, you get dual multiview with custom layouts, built-in stinger transitions. They really packed it in.
They did.
So to sum it up, you've got the central hub, massive I/O that just works because of the scalers, and then these incredibly deep professional layering tools.
It really proves that at the professional level now, smart efficiency is what's driving capacity.
Which I guess brings us to a final provocative thought.
Yeah, and it's a big one. If a single compact unit like this can now manage 12 inputs, 8 PIPs, and 4 layers of keying, what does this level of software-driven power mean for the future of those massive, dedicated, multi-ME production trucks?
Are they becoming obsolete?
Is the industry shifting for good toward this kind of compact, integrated versatility? That's the question to think about.